The Family Plan is a really good film. I don't think I'd heard of this, or if I had, I hadn't heard of it in quite a while. And I discovered it when I'd subscribed to Apple TV on Prime. I was looking at what films were available on there, and I saw this, and I thought this sounds like it could be quite interesting. And I'm pleased to say I rather enjoyed it. This was released in 2023. It's directed by Simon Kellen Jones, or Cellan Jones. I apologise if I've mispronounced that. And is written by David Coggeshall. And we have a cast including Mark Wahlberg, Michelle Monaghan, Ciarán Hinds, Zoe Colletti, and Van Crosby. And it's about a family who have to go, well, they're going on a road trip, but they're kind of going on the run because Dan, the father, gets into a bit of a difficult situation. I could go into a bit more detail than that. I don't think it's a spoiler because it's kind of the main point of the narrative. But I don't want to spoil it just in case you don't want to know why this is happening and you want to go in with not a lot of information. But because of something he used to be in his former life before he had this family, he is now in a difficult situation. And they have to run away from the situation. And the road trip aspect, I'm not a huge fan of road trip films. I wouldn't say it's a road trip film necessarily, it kind of is, but it's not necessarily about the road trip, if that makes sense. But when we're in the car, it was actually a lot more action-packed than most road trip films or road trip adjacent films. So I rather enjoyed that part of it. We have a really great mix of action and fun. We have some really well-written characters. The family dynamic is really brilliant. And I got to the end of this and I thought, I'd love to see a sequel. And I Googled it and they are doing a sequel. And I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't know what to expect from it. And obviously I can't give away too much about what happens towards the end of the film. But I'd say the narrative from start to finish was very well paced. The characters are very well written. The performances are great. As a family unit, I think they work really, really well. There is a great amount of action in this, but we have some great light-hearted comedy moments. It's not laugh out loud funny, but it is quite amusing, and I have absolutely no complaints about it. It could have been one of those films that went either way. With regards to Dan's past, that's not my kind of character. I can't really say too much without spoiling it. Again, I don't necessarily think it's a spoiler, but I went into this with no knowledge of what it was really going to be about, so I don't want to give away too much. But the information is on IMDb and Wikipedia if you're curious. But that kind of character, they don't really lead to my kind of stories, so it could have gone either way. But it sounded interesting, and I'm pleased to say the execution of the family plan was really enjoyable. It was a well-written story, great characters, great performances. I came away from it feeling very satisfied with the experience. As I said, I got to the end of it and thought that could have a good sequel. And apparently that's going to be the case. So looking forward to that. And for now, I'm very happy to recommend The Family Plan.